TGIF, welcome to another edition of the O and Flow Show on the Friday before Memorial Day. We are honored to have a very special guest with us, United States Marine, veteran of the Vietnam War, gentleman that spent 33 years in the Newton Police Department, a lifelong Newton resident, and a family that for 3 generations has served this country, Billy Byrne Jr. Good morning.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, everybody. And
Good morning.
Billy, before we get to your material and some heavy stuff there, and really great stuff, 2 things. First of it, ladies, your hair looks beautiful from La Boutique.
Sure does.
On Watertown Street, right? Oh, well, you know. And secondly, Billy, as we like to do, keeping in the theme, especially Memorial Day, these 2 ladies in their 90-plus years have been through some tumultuous times, but probably one of those times is when, during World War II, when their husbands served. And so, Mom, why don't you tell us about Dad in World War II?
And Dad was Carmen Joseph Pascarosa. He was with the United States Army, Private First Class, 276 Army Engineers in the Combat Battalion. And he served in England during World War II from 1945 to 1990.
All right. Well, when Nicky was a baby, right? He was gone.
Yeah, he
right?
was just born. Yeah.
All right. And how about you, Flo? What about Gene?
Well, I didn't know Gene during the war. I met him after, but I do know that he was in the Army. He was in the 346th Infantry Division, and he fought in the Battle of the Bulge.
Yes. God bless them both for their service. And they're both deceased now, so may they rest in peace, both of them. All right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, Billy, thank you very much for being with us today. Why don't you give us some information that I think is going to be helpful to a lot
Well,
of people.
first I want to say what an honor it is to be with the famous O and Flow girls here on Memorial Weekend. I watch you guys every week. Look, this Memorial Weekend we honor all of our military men and women that have died, especially those that made the supreme sacrifice preserving the freedom with which we live.
Yeah.
That's why we place flags on the graves on Memorial Day. Now, let me give you some numbers of those that were killed in action. World War I, over 117,000.
Yeah.
World War II, that you ladies lived through, 407,000 were killed in action. In Korea, almost 37,000. Vietnam, over 58,000, 23 of whom were young kids right here from the city of Newton. Iraq, over 5,000. And Afghanistan, over 2,300, and unfortunately that war continues. And these totals don't reflect those that were wounded both physically and mentally, many suffering from PTSD, and of course, all those that remain missing in action. Now, we also, of course, remember all of our loved ones that have passed away on Memorial Day. Now, Veterans Day, always celebrated on November 11th, is distinctly different from Memorial Day. On Veterans Day, we remember all of our living men and women that have died, that continue to live, and we honor them and we're able to thank them.
Yep.
Especially those that continue on active duty, preserving the freedom in which we live. And I just want to show you a photo of my own son, who's a naval officer,
Sure.
currently on a warship in the Persian Gulf.
Oh, wow.
Godspeed to him.
It's bad times over there in the Middle East, and he's right in the middle of it now.
Yep.
So, on behalf of all veterans, I want to thank everyone out there for their support, especially, I have to say, the support from the Sons of the American Legion, Squadron 440. There's no group out there that does more in support of veterans than the Sons of the Legion. And to my fellow veterans, I say, welcome home. Job well done. God bless America.
Thank you very much. It's some heavy stuff. It is a very solemn weekend. And keeping in that theme, we're going to sing a song, God and Country. I think everybody knows this one. So please join us as we sing this song and get out there this weekend. Pay your respects to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Ready?
God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. Oh, God bless America, my home, sweet home. Oh, God bless America, my home, sweet home.
We wish everybody a great Memorial Day weekend. Get out there this weekend. Pay your respects. Sidebar, Ollie, the O and Flo Show will be participating in the Newton Parade this Sunday at 3 o'clock. Come join us.
These girls are great, aren't they? Are these girls the best?
Have a great weekend.